Hello, it's your friend again, the millionaire maker in the making, and I'm here with this week's Regal moment. I simply intend to provide some value and benefit to each of you that made a commitment to truly change your lives. There's an interesting riddle I'd like to begin with today. There were 5 frogs on a lily pad, and one decided to jump in the water. How many are there on the lily pad now? So I don't ruin the riddle for you, I'll divulge the answer in the content of this message. The world is filled with people, all kinds of people, but there are truly only a few different types of people. We all have characteristics that make us similar. There are some qualities that are just the results of our human condition. Yes, I'm keenly aware of our differences. I'm not trying to intimate that we're not unique or divinely original, but I am saying at the core of our being, beyond the superficial details that we believe make us distinctly different, we are very much the same. Interestingly, this is one of the primary reasons issues like racism make no sense at all. We are not our external images or representations. We are mind and soul and spirit. We tend to feel alike. We bleed alike. We share more in common than those things in which we differ greatly. So, to judge another by any superficial means is truly a reflection of how one thinks of themselves. We project in accordance with our self-identity. This brings us to our point for today. We are defined by our actions. We are known for our actions. Our reputations are founded upon our actions or inaction. Our character, or the lack thereof, and our mindsets are evidenced in our language. No one is known for their intentions. People aren't known for what they're going to do, or where they're going to go, or whom they're going to know, or how they're going to make a difference. People are known for having done all the things I just identified. Intentions aren't noble until fulfilled. Intentions are impotent for change until carried out. Intentions aren't noteworthy until they've been actualized. Intentions are great starting lines, but let's be clear on this. No one can raise their hands in victory at the starting line. Intentions are meaningless dreams, abstract ideals, until some brave soul has the courage to act on them. Intentions are like rocket fuel, able to propel a great space shuttle into space, but absolutely useless without a rocket to propel and an actual launch. Intentions are like clutching a summit's flag at base camp at Mount Everest. You don't plant flags at base camp because everyone sits at base camp preparing to make their traverse to the mountain zenith. You see, this is one distinction important to us as a part of mankind. There are intenders and there are doers. Most of the world's population, although we're all very much alike, is full of intenders. They spend their time wasting time, dreaming, imagining, wishing, hoping, intending with little or no intention to act. They wear their dreams, wishes, hopes, and intentions like badges of honor, as if they set them apart or above the rest of the populace. They fool and delude themselves into thinking it's enough to have a dream or an intention. They convince themselves they're okay because at least they're not like the others sitting around without one. You see, the answer to our riddle for today is there are still 5 frogs on that lily pad, because although one decided to jump, that's all they did was decide. We must take note if we choose to examine our thought process honestly and clearly. Most people respond to this question presumptuously. We imagine and do the math according to our presumption that because a decision to jump was made, the intent to jump was made, means the intender actually jumps. Unfortunately, most intenders never do as they intend. They settle for the illusion of comfort on the lily pad with the rest of the comfortable frogs in their illusions of safety. They convince themselves it's where they belong, with the other frogs. They worry about what the other frogs will think of them for jumping, for leaving, for choosing, for acting independently, for thinking for themselves. They concern themselves with what the other frogs will say about them in their absence, as if it matters when you're no longer there. Today, we have to ask ourselves, if we intend to, are we intenders or are we doers? Are we settling for the lily pad, or are we jumping into the water? Are we going to swim free and enjoy our life's journey, or are we going to set on the lily pad, just dipping our toes occasionally? Are we going to set an example of freedom or follow the example of bondage? Are we going to be a first, or are we going to settle for being last? Are we going to seize the day and take action, or are we going to wait until Monday? Are we going to take control of the direction and context of our lives, or are we going to make do with the hand we've been dealt? Are we going to overcome our fear of independence, responsibility, the unknown, our fear of the risks, and take the plunge? Or are we going to continue to delude ourselves everything is fine on that lily pad? The power to change lies in the will to act. And we already know what our intentions have brought us. So what are you going to be? An intender or a doer? It's been said, if there's no action, you haven't truly decided. Tony Robbins said that. So today, if you so choose, go beyond your good intentions and latest decisions with the right and timely action. And remember, it's regality always.